What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Miltnificent coming back with another quick sneaker review. And today we have the Jordan University Red 33s that just came out not too long ago. This sneaker was featured on the Sneakers app. It was featured on the Foot Locker's app. And I'm pretty sure it was Eastbay was the third recipient of this shoe. But I didn't see too many reviews online, so I figured I'd just do the unboxing for you guys right now. But before we get into the Jordan 33 series, as you can see, right in front of me, I have the Jordan 33 Black Utilities, or Blackouts, I should say. And then we also have the Jordan 33 Future Flights. Now, if you're familiar with the Jordan 33 series, you can look at my previous videos. I gave like an in-depth detail of what it's about. But for this take, I'm just going to summarize everything. The system fit technology, basically, it includes like this polyethylene string. And what it does, basically, again, converges on your shoe as you put it in once you pull the pull tab. Now, most of the Jordan 33s are designed the same way. On the bottom of the foot, you can see that I actually wore this. You got your zoom technology on the heel, basically the top of the foot. You can see the mechanism going counterclockwise when you pull this string, which shows the whole convergence of the polyethylene string on the foot. But I wanted to give like a quick summary because before we do the unboxing, I wanted to show how basically they engineered this shoe. So for this example, the Jordan 33 series, I will bring out the Tinkers that released last year. And if you know, on the Jordan 33 series, they like to incorporate some designs from the 3 and put it on the newer ones. So this is the Retro 3. And off the back, on the tongue, you can see that there's similarities. Right? On the tongue itself, it has the Jordan Big Behind logo that you cannot miss. But the reason why I decided to do the Tinker 3 as an example, because the Tinker featured the Nike swoosh as opposed to the Jordan symbol like you would normally see on the 3 series. So, again, on the front, they look similar. The 3, the 33, but then when you look on the back, it's also similar. So you have also the Nike Air, which is pretty cool. So that's the one thing I wanted to show you, just to kind of get that out the way as to why what they're doing when they engineered the 33 series. Now, both the Future Flight and the Utility Blackout, they both are made with this soft mesh, kind of like on the midsole, but they did some type of synthetic hardening on the back of the shoe, actually towards midway through the shoe. The reason why I put that I want to point that out is because that's actually really important when you're playing basketball. And if you can see it right here, if I press down, it is very soft, and you could literally just pop your ankle out. So what they did was they kind of made your air, I want to say the air of the first part of your shoe, air can flow out through your foot, and it kind of does feel good. But when you look towards this portion, is where that synthetic covering on the mesh kind of hardens. And the reason why they did that was kind of purposely because they didn't want people's foot to, if you make one cut, you don't want your foot to fall out of the shoe. That could result into like a roll of an ankle or anything like that in that nature. But I will say that they did make some changes when they converted from the Future Flight to the Utility Blackouts. And that, what I'm talking about, is actually on the heel of the shoe. So where they have the nylon, which is normally right here in this section, you can feel that's nylon on the tongue, nylon on the back. They moved away from that when they did the Black Utility Blackouts. They kept the nylon here, basically on the tongue, on the heel, but the difference is, and you can probably see this, on the heel here, it looks like almost like it's kind of resembling a small elephant print type style of shoe. Hence the Tinker series, where it has that bottom design and kind of has that elephant print. This, not so much. And actually, like I said, it's a synthetic covering. It's like glossy. Maybe you cannot, you should be able to see it. But it's all around the heel of the shoe. And the reason why I bring this up is because when I looked at the pictures for the University 33s that I'm about to unbox, the designs look similar. The only difference that I see with the Jordan 33 University Reds was the exact same spots that I just pointed at. Got the lower side. Instead of this, it looked like it was leather. Again, I don't know, but we'll find out. It looked like I saw leather here. leather on the tongue, and then leather on the heel. So, with that said and done, let's get to the unboxing. And let me just put this to the side. Of course, again, Nike sends us the Just Steal It box because I don't understand how. And then not only that, I'm sorry to get on the rant, but you deliver the box and you face it this way, so like the street where I live on, people can see that nice swoosh on the box. Just steal it. Unreal. Let's get this unboxing done. This box is kind of huge. Huh. Hopefully it's the right size. Alright. Okay. So as I imagine, the box is pretty much the same as the utility blackouts and the future flight. Part of me wants to show you right now, but not before I do my famous box toss. Of course, you got your standard Nike receipt. We're going to act like that never happened. And finally, the University Red 33s. Should read on here my size, which is size 12. Engineering for Flight. Again, the box looks just like any other engineering flight box that they have with the utility blackouts and the future flight. So let's open this up and see what's it doing. Yeah. Huh. Okay. It's different. I can tell you right now, it's different. And it's a good thing I wanted to bring this up. So, you want to see it. There you go. Now, it does come, again, equipped with the silver plastic thing, and it comes with instructions on how to do the whole pull tab for the the engineering for flight design that they had on here. System fit technology. But, here's the shoe itself. So, off the back, the Jordan 33 utility reds, and honestly, I gotta say that this is kind of dope because I personally got this for you guys just to see how it looks, how it's boxed, what it looks like up close and personal. This is an HD camera, so you should be able to see the details in this shoe. Ooh, this is different. So I'm glad that I kind of reviewed these two first. So this is what I was talking about. Let me take the other one out too. So the mesh design. Remember how I said that there was some type of synthetic covering on the back to harden it? That's not featured in the shoe. You can clearly feel the difference between the utility blackouts and the future flights, and then you feel this. This is nice and soft. I don't really see. I see some synthetic covering on the midsole, and actually even on the toe portion where you would normally see a Jordan 33, but I really didn't see it. Them doing full-blown mesh all the way through, and there's no covering. It really isn't. Let me point. All around here is just full mesh. It's nice and soft. So that's a little different. And obviously, as I pointed out, this is actually not premium leather, but this is leather. This is leather down here. You got leather on the tongue. You got leather on the heel of the shoe. And honestly, the first thing that comes to mind when I'm picturing these shoes, you've got an icy red bottom. That's pretty cool. Same mechanism for the system fit technology. Your pull tab, instead of it being one of the differences I can tell already, instead of the pull tab being the eject tab being yellow and black, on here, red and black to blend in. So again, I went on Eastbay when I saw this, and they labeled this as a 33 bread, and I can see why. You have your black, you have your red, and part of it, if I were to compare it to this shoe that everybody kind of went crazy over, the reds are a little bit different. This one's a light red compared to this one, which is like a dark red. When I say this one, I mean the Utility 33s. It's a little bit of a brighter red than your Jordan 11 Windlight 96s that release. I'm putting them side by side so you can see it. Now, what's my initial reaction to this shoe? I could pull it off. I have a couple things that I can pull this off in terms of gear wise, but the first thing that comes to mind when I see this shoe, I just picture myself at the movie theaters with my wife. We're watching this movie. After the movie gets done, we're walking down like the street. There's a moonlight going on, and I turn into some type of like a zombie, and I'm walking around. You see where I'm going. It does remind me of Michael Jackson Thriller. Like if Michael Jackson himself was still alive, God bless his soul, and he had that red jacket on and put this on, perfect match. Perfect match. But this is dope. Like I said, the materials are the same when I look at the Utility Blackouts. I look at Future Flights. It does look the same in terms of the material. The only things that I noticed that's a difference, and actually, it's not just leather on the lower sole of the shoe, or the tongue, or the heel. It's actually featured on this side too. So it has that polyethylene string that, you know, like the others have, but it's just the difference between this one and the rest of them seems to be this little leather material that they put on the shoe. Now, the black Utility Blackouts, they do have the same in terms of the heel. Like it has that weird synthetic elephant print glossy effect on it on the back of the shoe when you compare it to the Utility Blackouts. But again, this shoe, as much as I was gonna part ways with it, but I'm kind of feeling it right now because it's different. You know, I like to be different. Also, the one thing I do notice. Let me just see. Let me just compare. Okay. So, Utility Blackouts, they kept like the bottom sole. They kept this portion black, but it was black all the way through. Future Flight, they made it red, right? But then it was white, kind of way all the way around towards the bottom, and then here, it's black, and then they kept that red all the way. So, again, let me do a little on feet. Of course, take this out. And again, I know I heard people say that this shoe is hard to put on, yada, yada, yada. It's something different. So, and like I said in my previous video, if you reviewed it, I tell you how to put it on, how to put it off with ease. The first thing you do, see this? Pull it out. You want to loosen this up because, again, here's your tongue. There's actually two of them. This is nice and soft. It's nice and soft. If you're trying to put this shoe on when this is latched, of course it's going to be hard because this is basically pushing everything down towards your ankle and you're trying to force your foot in there. You don't want to do that. Make sure this is loose, right? And then also, it's real easy to put on. I'm going to demonstrate it right now. My lovely feet. Not really. See? Now, is that hard to put on? No, it really isn't. But this is key right here. So, anyway, if I put this on, this is very, very, very... This honestly feels... It feels the same like the rest of the 33s. But, take this out. Again. There you go. Oh, God, it came back on. Okay. Make sure this thing is out this way. Push this in. Put your feet in. Okay. Out this in. Now, honestly, I gotta say that this is kind of dope. Because just like the Windlight 96s when they came out in, I think, 2017 December, and everybody was turning heads because you had that red shoe, this got some drip to it. I kind of like it. It demands attention. It's something that's different. And I can pull this off again because I'm a Sixers fan, so this red is going to go good with a lot of Sixers gear. I kind of like it. I was reluctant to buy it at first, and somebody showed me a picture and a text message of them having it, and they had their gear on. And, whew, I can't wait to wear these. These are pretty dope. It's actually, like I said, the red, when you compare with the Win Like 96, this one's brighter. It's like a rich red color. A little bit brighter than, like I said, the Win Like 96s, but I will be rocking these. So that kind of concludes our review for the Jordan 33. I call them the red, but University Reds. And honestly, this is a dope shoe. It's really dope. I'm kind of in love with this, and glad to get this in the shoe collection. Now, I will be doing another video hopefully tomorrow, because somehow this is my first purchase on StockX, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion, my first experience with them, and why I chose to do StockX is something that I'm up to, something I'm up to, but I'm not gonna reveal what specifically it is. And but hopefully, I'll get that video out there tomorrow. So your boy Magnificent, Jordan 33s, utility red. If you can, hey, go to your nearest Foot Locker, just try it on. Hey, you never know, it might work for you. It may not. People have different opinions. Subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you, and like always, live life to the fullest and cherish each day like it's your last. Your boy Magnificent, I'm signing out. Hopefully, again, I'll be back tomorrow with another video, and we'll review the StockX effects. StockX effect. My first time. Magnificent signing off. Peace.